Welcome back to Learning Anatomy with Dr. Bakare. And if you are visiting my space for the first time, you are also highly welcome. Let's look at the differences between the sternal and the acromial ends of the clavicle. We know that the clavicle has two ends. It has a sternal end that is located medially and also an acromial end that is located laterally. We would be comparing the differences between these two ends. And knowing this will help us in the site identification of the clavicle in case we are asked during examination. Before we go through into highlighting the differences between the sternal and the acromial ends of the clavicle, let's try and establish where these two ends are located. The image up here is the clavicle. We have two. We have one on one side and we have the other one on the other side. I've put up a lecture on the clavicle. If you've not checked that lecture out, please kindly go and do so. But for the purpose of this class, we would be focusing on just the differences between the sternal and the acromial ends of the clavicle. And we would be putting these differences in a tabular form for easy understanding. So this is where we have the clavicle on this upper image, and this region that is harrowed in green is the sternal end. This sternal end, we say it is located in the medial side, and it is sternal because it is related to the manubrium of the sternum. Well, on the lateral edge at this region, we have the acromial end. It is the acromial end because it is related to the acromion of the scapula, and of course, it is laterally placed. So these are the two ends of the clavicle. While in between the two ends, we have the body or the shaft. So these are the two ends here as harrowed here in this image. We would be putting the differences between these two ends, we say, in a tabular form. So this is the tabular representation of the differences between the sternal and the acromial end of the clavicle. So the first point that we'll be highlighting here is that the sternal end is medially placed, while the acromial end is laterally placed. And we've tried to establish the basis behind this. The sternal end is what is harrowed here in this upper image, and we see that it is located medially. And this is why it is also referred to as the medial end. While the acromial end is on the other side, and it is located laterally, and this is why it is also referred to as the lateral end. So we now understand the basis behind these names. Another point that we would be highlighting is the structural orientation of these two ends. The sternal or the medial end is rounded, and it is also pyramidal-like in shape. If you try to use this image at this upper region, this is where we say the sternal end here that is harrowed in green. We say that the sternal end is also the medial end. If you drive in into the shape of this end, you see that it is rounded and also pyramidal-like in shape. But if you go to the other end, that is the acromial or the lateral end, you see that it is flat and also broad. Another difference is that the sternal end articulates with the manubrium of the sternum. If you try to use this lower image, where this arrow is pointing here is the clavicle. We say we have two. We have one on this side and we have the other one on the other side. This region that is harrowed in green is the sternal or the medial end. And if you look through this region, you see that it articulates with the sternum. Specifically, it is seen to articulate with the manubrium of the sternum. While on the lateral region here is where we have the acromial end. So going back to the sternal end, we said that the sternal end articulates with the manubrium of the sternum. We know that the sternum can also be referred to as the breastbone, and this is structurally subdivided into three sub-regions. This is where we have the sternum here, and at this region where these lines are pointing is where we have the regions where the sternum is subdivided into its three sub-regions. At this upper region is the manubrium, while this lower portion that is larger is the body of the sternum. While the most inferior region here, where this arrow is pointing, is the symphytic process. So we have three sub-regions of the sternum, but specifically, it is the manubrium that creates the contact point for the sternal end of the clavicle. There is a notch that is created at the superior lateral region of the manubrium that is referred to as the clavicular notch. It is the clavicular notch that receives the sternal end of the clavicle. So at this point here, you see that the sternal or the medial end articulates with the manubrium of the sternum. specifically at its superior lateral region. What if you go more laterally? We say that the acromial end that is located at this lateral region articulates with the acromion of the scapula. This is where we have the scapula here, arrowed in black. The scapula is located at the posterior lateral region of the trunk, and it is located at this region that is arrowed at this point. It is on the scapula that we have the acromion. The acromion is one of the processes of the scapula. Remember in our lecture on the scapula, if you've not also checked up that lecture, please kindly go and do so. We say that the posterior surface of the scapula is further subdivided into two fossae, and this subdivision is created by the spine of the scapula. It is the spine of the scapula that runs horizontally that divides the posterior surface of the scapula into the supraspinous fossa superiorly and also an infraspinous fossa inferiorly. The spine of the scapula may span at this lateral region, and this is where it creates the acromion. It is this acromion that then creates the articulation point for the acromial end of the clavicle. So you see that there is a process that is created on the scapula that receives or articulates with the acromial end here of the clavicle. And also to add, the sternal end will be creating the sternoclavicular joint. Remember, as I've always said on this channel, is for you to always break down the name. So if you break down the name, you see that the sternoclavicular joint is a joint that is created between the sternum and also the clavicle. So this is what the sternal end here creates with the manubrium of the sternum. But if you go more laterally, the acromial end will create the acromioclavicular joint, which is a joint that connects the acromion with the clavicle. And this is where we have this joint created at this lateral region. Remember, in this lateral region, we have the acromial end of the clavicle connecting with the acromion of the scapula. So these are the differences as I highlighted here in this slide. And I would be expecting more in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you find this video useful.